So I have this little box that I put a couple coats of slick stick on and then a would you bend medallion in the middle, and we're gonna really dress it up. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm just putting some bright colors randomly, not worried about placement, but I just want some bright colors because we're gonna be doing a wash over it, and these are gonna be peeking through. So I did use chalk mineral base paint from Dixie Belle. The yellow is daisy, the purple is amethyst, and I'm just getting them on the piece and creating a new color by getting the colors in between, kind of creating a lavender there. It doesn't matter because, like I said, we're going to be blending these and we're going to be putting more colors on and then a wash over top. So this is just stage one. The next color I'm adding is actually peony. And peony is a bright pink. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Some people say peony, some people say peony. And now I'm using some Dixie Belle blue. So like I said, you can pick any colors you want. This is just gonna be under our paint. So this is the first step. I'm gonna get this on, and then I'm gonna be moving quickly because I'm gonna be blending it next. I wanna make sure that I'm pulling these colors together. So I just grabbed any one of the brushes. I just so happened to have grabbed my pink brush, didn't reload it. And I'm just dragging the brush over it, pulling these colors together so that they're very streaked, but somewhat blended. I just want that streaky look. So I'm just taking that brush, wiping it across all those colors. If your colors don't move, spray it with a little bit of water. It will reactivate as long as you're doing this right then and there during one setting. But that was chalk mineral base paint. Now I'm going to be using the Terra clay paint. This is why I love Terra clay paint. I'm using the black onyx and I'm brushing it over the entire piece. The great thing about clay paint is that with the clay, the Terra clay paint, I can reactivate this at any time if it's not sealed. So the next day I came in, I'm spraying a rag with a little bit of water, and I'm wet distressing, showing all those bright, beautiful colors I painted the day before. Now, when you're spraying your rag, you're gonna wanna keep on, you spray your rag and then wipe a little bit, then switch your rag to a new clean spot. Otherwise, you're just moving black paint. So I keep rotating my finger underneath the rag, spraying the rag with water so the rag is wet, and just wiping that paint back to give a real cool, black washed look. Now you can see using my finger makes it easy because I can get in there, but I'm gonna have to switch to a craft brush. Now, craft brush dipped in water, that's allowing me to get that wet distressing in those nooks and crannies next to that would you bend. So I'm just taking that wet craft brush, getting it in there to reactivate that black paint, and then wiping it away. If it doesn't wipe away, you just continue to wet it. I like the control that you have with this. I love the looks you can get with this. It is so easy. But the craft brush is the key when you're working with a piece that has a lot of details. Just get that water in there to reactivate that paint and rub it away. You want to make sure that you're rubbing in one direction because you'll see I'll clean it all up. But I want all the streaks of black color going in one direction. I'm not going up and down. I'm not going in circles. I'm going back and forth in a straight line. And you see some areas I might have to clean it up. So I spray it with some water. That reactivates it again, and I'm able to wipe and get a cleaner look. So I'm absolutely loving how this one turned out. Isn't that pretty so far? But we are not done. I need to bring out the details. So what I'm gonna be doing on the would you bend is I'm taking some of our chameleon waxes. Now those are the ones that they kind of look different and reflect light different, and kind of their color changes a little bit based on the color you have underneath it. So I'm using lilac, cactus, and apricot. I'm just wiping it on. I did have to put it out on a little dish because my nails are too long to get into the container, so that's why you see me kind of go into a dish. But you gently wipe it on areas, and the color is just so, vibrant and jewel toned. So I'm kind of giving this that mirror on the wall type look and feel. So I'm putting the chameleon wax on it, but now I want a little bit more. So I'm using Dixie Belle's Gilding Wax in gold and just hitting a couple of the high points in areas just to give that gold jewel reflectiveness. And I think it brings it all together. I'm loving it. Now it's time to clear coat.